Welcome back to Pokémon Sterling Silver Hardcore Nuzlocke Challenge, my friends. Time for the post-game Geo fight. I've done this fight 2 times already. And I would say this is a really cool design. This fight is really hype. So shoutouts to AJ for creating this team. I would say if you have a decent box, this fight is, especially because you can sack, not that hard. Okay? It's decent hard. But if you can sack, you can probably find a line where you beat this fight with sacking without that much trouble. However, we are trying for the deathless postgame right now. And with that, this fight is actually threatening. There's 2 reasons for that, first of all. First of all, the reason is that we will fight Ho-Oh before we will fight Geo. And we will not get healed. What is good in our case. But usually that means one Pokemon is already damaged. There is not much what can beat this Ho-Oh riskless, I would say. Because it's random AI. It can have random perfect IVs. And you don't know the nature. And then you have to fight Geo straight up after that without getting healed. Against Intimidate, Tyranitar, Choppleberry, Lead in Perma Sandstorm. That's crazy. That's crazy, for sure. But we have a perfect solution for that. So, the mid-game monster is getting late-game value. We have Heracross, Choice Scarfed, Naughty, 31 attack, by the way. So this thing is actually having really strong late game value right now here. Weavile. We have Donphan. I scaled iShard. I have still 15 scales left, so I just want to be safe in this fight, and I scaled iShard. We have Dusk. We don't need that much here, like moveset wise. I don't need to change anything here. We have Kingler slightly pre-damage, that's why I said it's good that we are not getting healed. And we have a Choice Specs Electrode. Okay. So. Yeah, like I said, you have to fight this Ho-Oh. This is like a wild Ho-Oh. So you don't know how strong it is, basically. And you can't run away. So you have to beat this if you want to beat Geo. And if you try to run away, the fight will just straight up start again. Okay? So you basically need to beat this before you beat Geo. Or like before you can fight Geo. I think this is pretty cool. Not gonna lie. This is pretty cool because I think you can underestimate this Pokemon. And this can actually burn your ass. Actually can really burn your ass because of Sacred Fire. Alright. But like I said, thankfully we have a perfect solution against this shiny Ho-Oh. And that is my Heracross. So, for a deathless fight, you need a really good plan, in my opinion. Or like a really good box. In our case, a really good solution for that lead here right now. So, I have already done the calculation in the calc, and I will show the calc. So, you can see that this is perfect Ho-Oh with perfect nature against my Rock Blast. And we are Choice Scarf, so this can't outspeed us. Okay? This is Filter, and this is basically the perfect nature against my Rock Blast. And we can see that we always kill this with Naughty 31 attack with Rock Blast before it can do anything. Okay? That's a really good thing. That's really rare, and we need this Naughty 31 attack, like we can see. Because we would miss the range. And we can't go anything else here. Because this could be also, like, even if this is not max speed, this is, without Choice Scarf, this is just naturally faster. So, outspeeding that with Heracross is nearly impossible. Like, probably plus speed, but even then, Ho-Oh could be plus speed Jolly as well. And max IVs. So technically, you need that Scarf here. And with that, we don't have a damage item. And with that, this naughty 31 attack matters so fucking much. Rock Blast will always kill this Ho-Oh before it can do anything. I told you guys in the mid-game, Skill Link was so good. And I'm pretty happy that I got Skill Link instead of Guts. Because I know most of the people would say, if you don't get Guts, Heracross is not useful anymore. That's just not true. That is just not true, okay? In my 0 IVs run, I also got a Skill Link one with 0 IVs, basically neutral nature, and it did so much. So Skill Link is really strong. And now we have to fight you. Well, I like this fight. This is pretty hype. Okay. So, like I said, Intimidate Tyranitar, with the Choppleberry. And yeah, usually I would do a bit calc here. Thankfully, we don't need to calc that much. I need to open the Geofight again, because I have still the Ho-Oh. So we will open the Geofight. And... Tyranitar. So, I want to show that. And Sandstorm is active. So, we are intimidated. Okay? I think one-shotting this Tyranitar is really, especially with the lead, really rare, okay? Probably even nearly, like, probably 1 or 2 mons who can actually do that, okay? We got to Intimidate. And we have the Scarf, okay? So we don't need to worry about, like, this can't outspeed anyways. But we need the Scarf for the Ho-Oh lead. And now... we are intimidated. We just need to check, basically, how would be 4 hits Arm Thrust. So I don't need to calc that much. And remove the Choppleberry, because the first hit will already break the Choppleberry. And we can see that Arm Thrust, even after the Intimidate, with 4 hits, will always kill this Tyranitar. So we don't care about the Choppleberry, and we don't care about the Intimidate. So that means we just press Arm Thrust. Skill Link value, by the way, again. And always kill this Tyranitar before it can do anything. And somehow it works perfectly. It works perfectly that the next incoming bait, what is Aero, is only using 1 move here. Okay? That is crazy. Because this is doing a ton of damage. But it works perfectly, because we have really low defensive IVs. We saw that. Okay? Heracross, again, I will show the calc. We are choice locked, we can't stay in here anymore. And somehow it works that after the Sandstorm chip, we are on 271 HP. This is only single kill with Brave Bird. Nothing else. Rockbreaker is really close. Put at 61 is max roll. But it is not single kill. And that means it can exactly use Brave Bird this turn. So we will go to Electrode on this Brave Bird. And I calc that. Even if this crits, this is riskless. Okay? So, let's open up. We didn't got the calc because the Sandstorm is up. So we can see Choice Specs Thunderbolt is not even killing. And we are fucking modest cracked Electrode. So we need to Zap Cannon this with Choice Specs. Sandstorm is so fucking strong. And now I will just show how it was riskless. Because Brave Bird crit would do max 141 damage. And that means we will be left with 109 HP. And we will always get, with Zap Cannon, 100 exactly recoil against this Aero. So this was always safe. And either way, we always bait the Pokemon, the one Pokemon, and we don't worry which move this will use. So we always kill this now with a Zap Cannon. Like I said, critical hit Brave Bird was completely safe. Because we will not get Sandstorm damage as well. Seal type. This is not Arena Trap, obviously. But either way, we could also U-turn out. Because, yeah. But because of choice specs, we can't do that. So there is some problems. This is Sand Whale. So you can miss technically every move against this Ductree as well. And we will just go to Dusk. This Dusk is, I think, a hard counter here. There's the Headlong Rush, and this have exactly 5 Stone Edges. And after that, it can even boom. And it's really likely to boom, basically. I mean, not likely, I think it's just a 50-50. Because Explosion is on -10, Headlong Rush will be on -10, Close Combat will be on -10, so it can just boom. Boom on my dust, basically. What is completely fine. So this will always use Stone Edge now. And we will just rest. We will not do anything else here, we want to see the blow up here. And we have lefties. So we can see even if this Stone Edge crits back to back to back, we are safe. Stone Edge number 2. Yeah, Dusk is completely walling that. Like, we are never in fucking danger. It is Stone Edge number 3. And then after that, it is just using random move, Headlong Rush, or Close Combat, or Explosion. It can explode, because everything is on -10. Stone Edge miss. Unlucky, but yeah, we are not in danger anyways. So yeah, Dusk is just like the best counter for this Dugtree. And we don't want to get too much damage. We don't want to trigger Switch AI. This is really important. We could also Trick Room here, but there's no reason. There's absolutely no reason. So we will just spam Rest. There's Close Combat. This can blow up now, because everything is on -10 basically. So this can just straight up blow up. Usually it would use every other move, but because everything is basically immunity here, this can just blow up here. So it's a 1 into 3 just Explosion. We don't care about that. Close Combat. We also don't worry about Struggle, of course. But it will not struggle, because it will blow up at some point. And we don't need PP. Because Dusk, that is the only job what Dusk have basically in this fight. Thunder Wave is not a problem, right? Let's confirm that. Yeah, Thunder Wave is not a problem. Yeah. We can also just use a Thunder Wave here. With that, we are not pre-slapped anymore. So we can't run out of PP here. That's not possible. Okay. We'll just play it slowly. There's no reason to rush that. That's really important. I don't want to risk anything here right now, of course. We have 2 fights left. And, yeah. And then we have the Demonic Kaizo level E4 round 2. But I'm trying to do Deathless. And I have done that already one time. But that was not a planned Deathless E4 round 2. So, yeah. Okay. There's Explosion. That's 1 of the 3, like I said. Okay. So, we can never switch out, obviously, because this can just, like, blow up at any point. And, yeah, this is always Mewtwo. And always Psycho Boost. Not Psycho Boost, sorry, Luster Purge. So, we will just switch to Weavile. And Weavile is holding the Exo Belt. And with that, my Weavile will always kill this Mewtwo before it can do anything with Sucker Punch. Don't want to get more damage with a Sandstorm here, so we don't need to fake out. So we just straight up kill this Mewtwo with Exo Belt Sucker Punch. That's the power of Weavile, of course. Also, this is minus death Mewtwo, so this probably mattered. Let me just check that. If this would not be minus death, then we need to be Bandit or Life Orb. Okay, so this Garchomp, I prepped that Garchomp pretty carefully. Because this sees a kill right now with Rock Climb. And with Cross Chop. Okay. So what are we gonna do on this? Because I don't want to get the confusion. And I want to have an item on my Donphan. Outside of the fucking Lumberry. So we will always go to Kingler. The good news is that if this is Cross Chop, we are never dead to a crit because we are just basically Shell Armor. There's a Cross Chop. That was the highest chance anyways. We are never dead, and this always procs the Citrus Berry. And with that, we are never in range of anything else than Cross Chop. So this needs to exactly use cross chop again here. And that is a pretty nice move to switch into my Donphan. So there's a Donphan switch in. We can't get crit obviously because we have battle armor. Still doing decent amount of damage. But we are also not getting sandstorm damage, what is really nice here. So, we will just straight up charm you one time. It's going for Dragon Dance, kinda expected. But it is 2 PP. So Donphan will shit on this Garchomp now. And if this would be Dragon Rush, that's fine as well, by the way. Because then we would just rest at some point. This is -1 Garchomp. And this is -2 Garchomp now. And we will just charm this down to -6. So we need 2 more charms. And this is basically already AFK. Now it needs to always press Dragon Rush here. Look at this damage. We are taking nothing anymore. -4. And just the only thing we need to be careful is that we are not getting into a really bad move range here from this last Pokemon. So yeah, and that is the last charm we need here. And this is -6. So Donphan is just doing Donphan stuff. You always need to be a bit careful. I don't want to get a Dragon Dance on the switch in already. Or like a Dragon Rush. Dragon Rush on like a 0 score or like on 0 basically is doing a decent amount of damage. So with that we need basically a Citrus Berry. Okay. So we're just killing it slowly now. I will just Ice Shard here because EQ can trigger Switch AI. I'm pretty sure about that. Gengar is Levitate and Gengar is having Ice Beam. So a super effective move against my Donphan. And that's why I just have Ice Shard here. And like we can see, like we don't really fucking care about the damage anymore. We can even stall this completely out. Technically. The only thing would be a bit annoying is Rock Climb confusion. And that's why I was not hard switching into Donphan. Okay. Sexy Ice Shard. Going for Cross Chop. I crit AI. Completely fine. And yeah, highest roll. Yeah, the only move what is threatening is Shadow. Sludge Bomb, sorry. Sludge Bomb is the only move what is threatening for my switcher. So, again, a juicy Ice Shard. And with that, we are not even in Shadow Ball range. This is always Ice Beam, nothing else. So we kill this now with Ice Shard. And this is Focus Sash Gengar. So you can't like straight up beat it. But because you will switch anyways, this will lose the Focus Sash because of the Sandstorm. And like, look at this Donphan HP. We could even technically stay in. But yeah, we are not hitting that with anything. So we'll go to Weavile. Obviously, Weavile can't get freezed here. Because we are Ice type. So we don't need to worry about that. And that is Ice Beam. And that is obviously something we don't need to worry about. So there is the Sandstorm. And with that, the Focus Sash is gone. And with that, Sucker Punch kills. And that is a riskless Ho-Oh and Geo. Alright, one more fight. One more fight. We will get the TM Protect. What is huge in my opinion. I think without this TM, the E4 round 2 is even more threatening. But yeah, that's the reason why AJ gave us the TM Protect, because yeah, the E4 round 2 is special. It's like every fight is double. We have 5 Elite 4 members, like 4 Elite 4 members and the champ, and everything is a double battle. And Protect in double battles is just really good if you use it right. Thank you for watching, and see you guys in the last fight, in the Getsus fight.